it is good that you are feeling sad right now. And here's why. What if you wouldn't be able to feel sadness? What if that would mean that you don't have any visions or dreams or love inside of you if you wouldn't be able to feel sadness? Because the question is, where is sadness coming from? Well, some people locate it in their heart or in their belly or wherever. But if you look at it from a philosophical standpoint, the sadness means that there was something that you loved or someone that you loved, and there's a specific challenge in this process of loving. It could be losing someone, or someone is not treating you the right way. Maybe you treating yourself not the right way and you love yourself. It could also mean that maybe you just didn't achieve this one goal today that you wanted to achieve, or you weren't able to fulfill your dream in this certain amount of time you wanted, and that's why this sadness is creeping in. But it's not like that it's bad. It's not even necessarily good. But do you know what sadness is? Sadness is the proof that you are a living human being that got a soul, that is able to feel and to reflect. Because that is what makes us human. If you got the sadness and you fully feel it, then it shows you a certain path of the things or people that are so important to you. That's why this sadness even feels so intense, because there's something inside of you that got this power that gets evoked if you're facing certain situations or even thoughts. The sad story of our modern society is that people don't even allow themselves anymore to feel sadness. As soon as sadness pops up, people just love to numb down their feelings through drugs or doom scrolling, a lot of distraction, and if you like it or not, you're completely frying your dopamine receptors that are heavily connected to feeling, to the intensity of a feeling, of an emotion. And isn't it a gift that you can be a living human being in comparison to people that would love to just be able to feel something? Because there's so many people suffering from depression, they just got a flat line of feelings and emotions. There's nothing of sadness. There's also no joy. There's also no anger. There's also no satisfaction. There's just nothing. And that's true hell. If you can't even feel sad anymore, you feel like a zombie. Maybe you even buried your dream with no hope of return. But the sadness that you're feeling right now shows you that your dreams are still alive. Shows you that you still got vitality in your soul and your body and your mind and your heart and your spirit. So why shouldn't you be grateful for the fact that there's sadness in your life right now? Why shouldn't you be grateful to be able to shed some tears? And it doesn't need to be in the subway or at a wedding where you're not trying to ruin the moment for the newlywed couple, because your tears would be just too much attention on you, because there are no tears of joy, because maybe tears of loneliness. I would love to stand there at the altar and get married to my significant other that I even haven't found yet, that would love to find, that would love to spend the Sundays with, lazy on the couch, cuddling and talking about what happened this week at work or at the gym, and laughing and just listening to each other, and then maybe going for a walk through a beautiful snowy landscape together, right? This is a dream. This is a dream that you're still keeping alive inside of you in this very moment. And isn't this precious? That you still got this goal, this dream, this vision, that there is this other person out there that matches you in all the wonderful, magical ways when two souls connect, right? That's why your sadness is there. There's this pulse of a adventure that is still waiting for you, because you will get there. If there would be no sadness, if you would feel nothing, you would be lost in a void and couldn't even appreciate the tough moments anymore, the lonely moments anymore, the moments that hurt. And it's not like you're glorifying these tough moments, but you accept them, because that's just the other side of the coin, which is called the experience of your life. And you don't necessarily have to listen to those thoughts that pop up in this moment of sadness, because sometimes they can be very harsh and painful and violating you, right? But you should definitely hear where those thoughts are coming from, so you can pinpoint into what direction you should look and find some answers, some wisdom in the deepest depth of your heart. It shows you what really matters to you. It shows you how much you want something and how much you even deserve something. But you have to be courageous enough to go on this discovery call, this calling to adventure that will bring you the fulfillment that you're longing for. So be grateful for your sadness. It is good that you're feeling sad. And then we know the waves are coming. And the sadness maybe turns into joy. And the sadness then maybe turns from joy into anger. And from anger to gratitude. And from gratitude to maybe some normal moments, right? That are just everyday life. And then again, spike up to fulfillment. And then from fulfillment to pure ecstasy. And then from ecstasy, down again to everyday life. And this whole thing goes on, up and down, sometimes in the middle, up and down. Like a stock chart of your feelings. It's moving, and movement is life. So keep on moving, keep on feeling, keep on experiencing the truth of your life. Bye bye.